Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be having a mooch around Wigan Leigh Museum. So without further ado, do something I guess and just enjoy this little look around Wigan Leigh Museum. So starting off here in the Egyptian section, which is pretty cool, but I didn't film that much of it honestly. The afterlife. Almost a little bit spooky. There is the address for the library if you want, for the museum. If you want to go and have a look, they would greatly appreciate that. Weigh your heart. Will you live forever in the afterlife? Here was a beautiful Singer sewing machine. As you can see on the bottom there, it does say touch, but honestly certain items I just could not. It felt disrespectful, but there were, I think, a couple of things where you could do that, and certainly one of them I did, and you'll see that later on in the video. I love the old sign there as well for Wigan Public Library, the book delivery. Beautiful. Handmade, no doubt, as well. Also up on the wall you can see all the artwork there. Amazing. This cart here, it doesn't say specifically that it was for coffins, but I really feel like they may have put coffins on that for transportation. All it says is cart with memorial plaque. Interesting. Don't you just love the slightly more modern day hard hat there and the ear defenders? At least we're getting a nod to people who are still, you know, essentially keeping the country going. Because without them, I'm sorry, but your AI just isn't going to cut it. Of course, Pink Panther needs a shout out as well. Not quite sure on his significance, but we'll go with it. We like it. We like a bit of everything. Also, I'm apologetic about the reflections, but there wasn't a lot I could do. I was using my phone for this one, so no NDs and polarizers, etc. Just quite raw, in all honesty. And I think it's clear enough. It's just if you overly fixate on the fact that there's reflections, it's a little bit annoying. But moving on. The overall feel of the museum was something I liked as well. There is a museum here, but upstairs it's a library, and at some point or another we're definitely going to come back and do more of the same, maybe a bit more in depth, but we have to check out the library because it's apparently so cool, and what I've seen of it already, I haven't documented it, but it looks like a really good place to have a look around. That's if they allow filming up there, so I'll have to double check that. Also, just a quick shout out to the staff at Wigan Leigh Museum. They were super nice and informative. I can't recommend the visit enough. It's wheelchair accessible as well, which is a big plus for many people. I was trying quite hard on this particular video to not get other people, just for privacy reasons really. That was something we agreed in the beginning, you know, behind the camera. So also, don't you just love this? I am old and fragile, please do not sit on me. I mean, that's something that I think we all say from time to time regardless of age, but anyway. Good. Also, look at these keys. Just, they're brilliant. All different shapes and sizes. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, you know, where in the world has a door where these keys fit and unlock? Takes the mind to different places. some bones here of, I believe, cats. Oh, and look at this big fella. Or lady, not sure. A hare, I believe. Very cute nonetheless. I love the big sign here, it's very nice. Sort of a shiny but with a rustic charm. Also the butterflies there, we'll have a look at those in a moment. Oh, you see the basket? I was half tempted to put my sister in there, but I didn't. Yes, butterflies. We love butterflies. I was very drawn to these. Very, very pretty indeed. I believe they have over 35,000 individual items. Not the biggest fan of taxidermy, in all honesty. However, I am under the impression these were done in the kindest way possible. Either way, the skill of it is very good, and you can appreciate, you know, the kind of workmanship. Also, I love that stand. For some reason, it just reminds me of like a gothic wedding kind of theme. And then the famous cow there. Just if you haven't seen that video, I'll insert it on another video at some point. Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? Also, this sculpture is absolutely phenomenal. I love it, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but I was very drawn in by it. I've been saying that a lot recently about different things that I'm drawn to. Also, this wedding dress, absolutely beautiful. There is a photograph in a moment, and we see who wore the wedding dress. And there she is. Doesn't she look wonderful? I'm not entirely certain when the photograph was taken or when the dress was from, but either way, very nice indeed. Julie Spencer wore that dress. Beautiful bit of wood there. You just love the paintwork as well. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I forgot to film a beautiful grandfather clock that was in this museum. It was from the 1700s, and it was just an absolute stunner. And silly me, I forgot to film it. My sister kindly pointing out some barrels that were from Textiles and Cotton in Oldham. She pointed it out because we are from Oldham originally. So I could well have crossed paths with the place that these came from, maybe? Don't know. You've got to love sort of more local history. There's just something about it. You see these arches here, they're just, yeah, excellent, excellent, Gothic. Quick pan round the main space of the ground floor museum here. See this newel post here? Queen Victoria herself touched that very newel post and rested her hand on it, and that's why they preserved it. It was at the Manchester Arts exhibition, and I'm not sure if it says 1887 or 1907. I can't be certain on that, but if you can make it out, then there you go. So of course, as expected, I just, I simply had to do it. There we go. Me and Queen Victoria have touched the same thing. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. We've got Some lovely pavement poetry here. Our Wigan, our town, full of music, culture, history, pies, laughs, pay wet, warriors, and rugby league wears the crown, by Chubby Northerner. Excellent, love it. Thank you for tuning into this short video, folks. See you in the next one.